Have you ever opened Instagram and seen someone you went to school with posting beach photos from some luxury island while you're excited because your bank account finally has 4 digits? And then you hear people talking about the top 1%, and you start wondering, am I even close to the top 50%? Today, we're going to break down what being rich actually means in the United States, and the real numbers might surprise you. Welcome to Dollar Growth Lab, where we turn confusing money topics into simple, real-life advice. If you want to know where you really stand financially and how people actually...
When most people imagine rich, they think of supercars, giant mansions, and private jets. But real wealth usually doesn't look like that. Some of the wealthiest people in America drive normal cars and live in regular neighborhoods. Meanwhile, many people who look rich are actually stressed, buried in debt, and one paycheck away from problems. That's because income and wealth are not the same thing. You can earn a lot and still have nothing saved, and you can earn a normal salary and quietly build serious wealth. Let's start with income, because that's what most people focus on. To reach the top 25% of households, income is roughly around $150,000 a year. At this level, people usually can save, invest, and breathe a little easier. The top 10% of earners start around $250,000 per year as a household. These families can afford nice homes, travel, and invest seriously if they manage their money well. And the top 1% of earners make several $100,000 or more per year. But here's the truth. High income does not mean you are wealthy. If your spending grows with your income, you can still be broke at any salary.
Now let's talk about net worth, which is far more important. Net worth means what you own minus what you owe, your house, savings, and investments minus your loans and credit card debt. In the U.S., the average household net worth is around $190,000. For many young adults, it's much lower than that. Here's what the wealth levels look like. To be in the top 50%, you need around $200,000 in net worth. To reach the top 25%, you need around $650,000 or more. The top 10% is close to $2 million in net worth. The top 5% is around $4 million, and the top 1% often has $10 million or more.
Now let's talk about net worth, which is far more important. Net worth means what you own minus what you owe, your house, savings, and investments minus your loans and credit card debt. In the U.S., the average household net worth is around $190,000. For many young adults, it's much lower than that. Here's what the wealth levels look like. To be in the top 50%, you need around $200,000 in net worth. To reach the top 25%, you need around $650,000 or more. The top 10% is close to $2 million in net worth. The top 5% is around $4 million, and the top 1% often has $10 million or more.
Notice how big the jumps are between each level. Wealth doesn't grow in straight lines, it grows in big steps. Let's talk about what life actually feels like at each level. In the bottom half, money feels stressful. Unexpected bills can cause panic, and saving feels impossible. In the middle group, you can pay bills, save a little, and plan ahead, but your job is still your main lifeline. At higher levels, investments start paying you. You're not only working for money, your money is working for you. And for very wealthy families, money becomes a tool, not a worry. The focus shifts to business, investing, and long-term legacy. Here's a big trap that keeps most people stuck. When income goes up, spending goes up too. A $50,000 earner wants $100,000. A $100,000 earner wants $200,000. But some people do the opposite. They keep expenses reasonable and invest the difference for years. Same income, very different future. That's how quiet millionaires are made. Let's make this simple. Rich means high income. Wealthy means strong net worth. You can be rich and broke. You can be wealthy and not flashy at all. Wealth comes from saving consistently, investing long-term, buying assets instead of just stuff, avoiding bad debt, and letting compound growth work over time. This is not about luck, it's about behavior. Different levels of wealth need different strategies. Early on, you should focus on emergency savings and killing high-interest debt. In the middle stage, you should focus on investing and retirement accounts. At higher stages, people focus on taxes, business, and asset growth. Most people get stuck because they keep using beginner strategies forever. To climb higher, your money strategy must level up too. So what does being rich in America really mean? It's not about what you drive or what you post online. It's about how much freedom your money gives you. You can chase the image of wealth, or you can build the real thing quietly. And if you choose to build, you're already ahead of most people. This is Dollar Growth Lab, helping you learn, save, and grow one smart decision at a time.